Hello, I'm Nicole. If you read the title of this video and it resonates with you, then yes, you are in the dark night of the soul. I have felt so called to sit and film this video. It's been all I've been thinking about. My soul is like, go film it, go film this video. There's people out there who are waking up and they're not quite sure what's going on and they need a little bit of guidance. So if that resonates with you, if you feel like you are waking up, that your soul is like talking to you and that everything around you is the same but you feel completely different, things are changing and you don't know really what's going on, then I have hopefully some guidance for you. So what I'm getting, like I connect to source consciousness and I channel source, and what I've been getting and what I've experienced myself is going through a dark night of the soul, which sounds scary, sounds like something you don't want to do, dark night of the soul, but it truly is such a transformative experience. It's truly where your soul is waking up to the truth of you, to the truth that you are a soul, and that a lot of this programming that we have had unconsciously, just saw 888 as a car drove by, so thank you source, I love that. We have these subconscious programs running in our bodies, and it is from us growing up, and it's from the lives that we've lived before our life now, and it's from trauma, and it's from not being able to feel and process in the moment what we have been through. But there comes a time, and all of those things, the lives that we've lived before, the experiences that we have, they were all correct, they were all right, there was nothing wrong with them, we were supposed to experience them. But there comes a time where our souls says, okay, it's time for you to wake up. It's time for you to know the truth of you. It's time for you to shed a lot of these fears and these limiting beliefs and a lot of what is creating this reality for you, because your soul wants you to live the truth. It wants you to live why you are truly here, your purpose. So the dark night of the soul is it's really a waking up. It's really a experience where you are shedding all the things that you are not, all the beliefs that you are not. And everyone is different in this experience. Like, we all experience differently. So you might be resonating with me, but don't think that everything I say has to resonate with you, because this is just my experience. We all can experience it differently. But what I'm feeling and what I'm getting from source is that there are many of you who are feeling this, and you may not have words for it or know how to truly explain what's going on with you. And so in my experience, I woke up and it was kind of an explosive waking up. My soul truly, it kind of felt like an atomic bomb went off in my body, where I just felt that much energy and I thought I was gonna die. Like, I was truly like, I don't know what this is about. I don't know why I'm feeling this way, but I feel like I felt so much energy and I just didn't understand why I felt that energy, and it was really hard to feel at first. And then it got into where I'm understanding that I'm shedding. I'm a little caterpillar in a cocoon. I wanted to start meditating a lot. I never would meditate in the past. Like, I was that person who would say, like, I can't meditate, because I thought meditation was something specific. Like, you have to sit and you have to be quiet and you have to clear your mind. And if any thoughts come up, that's a bad thing and that's not right. And so, and if any thoughts would pop up, I would be like, oh my gosh, I'm not doing this right. I'm not meditating right. and I would think I would stop because I would think it's not working. But then when I started waking up, it's like I started meditating, and I realized like it doesn't have to be that way. It was, when I meditated, it was truly like I hear the thoughts, and I'm needing to use this time to see myself as the observer of the thoughts, and knowing that I am not my thoughts. And so meditating was something that really helped, and it didn't just help, it was something that I truly felt like I had to do. Like 1 minute I don't have one urge to meditate, the other minute I want to meditate all day. So if that's kind of resonating with you, if you feel like you want to just go inward, or you're curious, like you're really curious about why you're feeling the way you're feeling, or maybe going to therapy more because there's things that you want to work through. Like I went to therapy, I did EMDR therapy, that was really opening for me. Like there's a lot of these tools and a lot of these modalities that our soul has access to that helps us gain more of ourselves, more of the truth of ourselves. And so I started meditating more, and when I was meditating more, then I was able to see and have those experiences come up for me that I wouldn't have been able to tap into if I was still distracted, or if I still wasn't getting quiet with myself. And so and at the beginning when I did that, I kind of got this analogy, and I want to share this with you because I think it'll help people, and about how to transmute and how to alchemize their experience. So the analogy that I got from Source in a meditation was that we have our own like inner caves. And caves is such it's an analogy with me that Source has brought up in my life many times. Like I'm a teacher, and I have, every Halloween I would turn my room into a cave and have bats and things everywhere. And for whatever reason, I really was like, I want my room to be a cave. Like I want a cave around me. And I never really understood why that was, but after waking up and getting this analogy and like really understanding and transmuting things, it's like, wow, we all have our own like internal cave, and it's kind of our own, it's where everything is inside of us, in our subconscious. And so the analogy that I was given from Source, it was a few years ago, but I felt like, and I don't want to say this to like scare anyone or anything like that. Like I am saying, like if you're resonating with this video, if this feels true for you, then you are in your dark night of the soul, and it can feel dark, and it can feel heavy, and it can feel like a lot, but it's a process to get you lighter. And that's the whole point of this, is you are a soul, you are a ball of light, you are a ball of love and light. But we have programming on top of us that tells us otherwise sometimes. Like we have people in our life who have told us we're not good enough, or we've had experiences telling us that we're not good enough. We've had traumas, we've had things that are keeping us from seeing that we truly are like this light being. And to really get back to that, for your soul to truly shine, you have to dig through that programming, and it's all stored in your body, and it's all energy stored in your body, and you have to just move through it, and it takes time. So if you're resonating with this, you're in the dark night of the soul, which is a wonderful thing. But when I'm about to give this analogy, and this analogy can feel heavy and feel like oh my gosh, this is a lot of work and this is a lot of things that I have to do. But remember, everyone's different and everyone experiences it differently. So I'm not saying this is exactly how you're going to experience it. Please use your discernment. Like, know that if it doesn't, how I explain it, if that doesn't resonate with you, okay. But back to my analogy. So in ourselves, we have a cave, and this cave has a lot of rooms. For me personally, hundreds of rooms in this cave, okay? And I felt kind of at the beginning like I was thrown into this kind of abyss. Think about the movie, if you resonate or remember the movie 300, where the guy gets like kicked into the hole. That's kind of how I felt at first. I'm sharing that so that hopefully you don't feel like you got kicked into a hole. Maybe a little bit of information from me can make it feel less like a kick in the abyss. I'm hoping. Anyway, so I feel like I got kicked into this hole and I'm at the bottom of this abyss. And at the bottom is a cave. In the cave, there are many rooms. And I'm just given this flashlight. The flashlight that I'm given is me. So it is a representation of my soul. Like, I am a light, even in the abyss, even in the total darkness, I'm still a light, because that's what I truly am. I'm a soul of love and light, and nobody can take that away from me. So even in the caves, even in the darkness, I get a little flashlight to help me out. Okay? And it's just truly my own energy, my own self, who is shining this light. But I get down into the cave and I walk in and it's pitch black and there's tons of rooms. And so what would the logical thing be? Go into this first room. And it's scary. It's scary to go into the room because it's dark. I don't know what's in there. I have just this little flashlight. It's not illuminating the whole room. And so I walk into this room and I move my flashlight around and I'm looking around. And the more I do that, the more I start uncovering what's in the room. And again, this is all a metaphor. So I'm not physically inside a room when I'm in my dark night of the soul, but I am inside myself. Like, I'm meditating and I'm inside of myself. And in this room, whatever could pop up. It could be a limiting belief. It could be a trauma. It could be just something stuck in my body, a memory that I haven't been able to process through yet. So it's stuck in there, right? And it's kind of laying dormant inside me. So it's like I might not consciously know that this is inside me, but my subconscious is running on this. Like, my whole outside reality is being created by these rooms in my cave. And inside all the rooms are things that are limiting me. And I don't know it until I look at it. And so I'm in this room in the cave and I have my little flashlight. And the more I look at it, the more it gets revealed to me. And it could be, for example, it might be a limited belief. I'm not good enough. Okay. I'm meditating. That comes up for me. I remember I'm just the observer of my thoughts. So I'm in this cave room and I'm not like taking that on like, oh, yep, that's true. I'm observing it and I'm trying to I'm observing it and letting it play out. I'm not good enough. Well, then maybe that's going to then take me to a time where I felt not good enough. For example, a memory or something that happened to me where I failed or I didn't do the right thing or I didn't do what I wanted. But the more that I sit with it, the more of that gets revealed to me. And as that happens, my flashlight gets brighter It's kind of like it's transmuting it. It's eating up that darkness, right? It's turning that darkness into light, because I'm looking at it, I'm seeing it, and I'm giving it the time of day and I'm letting the energy kind of move. It's not stuck, it's being manipulated. And so the more that I do that, the lighter the room gets. And then maybe all of a sudden, in movies where like there's a flashlight and you're pulling the flashlight around, and all of a sudden there's like a skeleton or something like jumps out. That might happen. There's been times where I'm kind of moving through something and a memory that maybe I wasn't ready to process yet comes up, and it's only coming up because I'm ready for it. So I want to reiterate that as well. It's like, this is happening because you're ready for it to happen. It's not like a punishment or anything like that. It's the opposite. It's freeing you. It's freedom. You are ready to be free from all of this. So that's why you're getting the access to these things. Because if you weren't ready, it's going to still stay here. It's going to stay dormant. It's not going to come out. It's still going to create your reality, and you're still going to be moving through life with those things. But when you're ready, that's when you get to look at it. So if this is like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm ready to look at all this stuff or to process all these things, you wouldn't be doing it if you were not ready to do it. So I would like keep that in mind and like just know it's like, I'm ready for this, and it's freeing me. It's truly freeing you. As you keep going in the room, maybe a skeleton pops up, maybe other things pop up, but there's going to get a point into the room where you've transmuted, you've looked at it enough where it can leave, it can move, it can transform into something else. So my analogy for that is, that's when you start to be able to decorate the room. You can put a fun outfit on the skeleton. You can paint the walls. You can put a little rug down and make the room cute. Like, again, this is an analogy, but you've transmuted it. It went from darkness to light, and it can be whatever you want it to be now. Whatever that limiting belief was, it can go, and it can be replaced by something else. I'm not good enough can be, I'm doing my best. Everything always works out for me. You can switch that to something else and transmute it and let it move. Does that mean you do that once and it's going to stick? No, and I'll talk more about that. But once you get into that room, it's not going to be as dark as it was before. You have done a lot of work in that room. It's not as dark as it was. And so we all know that when we are cleaning, like, we're humans, right? We know we're cleaning the kitchen, and the kitchen's not going to stay clean forever. You have to clean it again. Like, you cook again and you clean it again. You go to sleep and you have to make your bed again the next day. Like, there are things that you still have to do daily. And so the cave rooms are kind of similar. Like, you still got to go back into the room every now and then and do some dusting and maybe change the outfit on the skeleton, or just do some maintenance in that room. But it is no longer that dark and scary room that you didn't want to go into before. And so with that, you do all of that to this room. You transmuted and alchemized what was in that room, which is amazing. Awesome. Then you go to the next room. And when you go to the next room, it's the same thing. You have your little flashlight, and it's completely dark in there. And you don't know what's in there. And you have to just go in and observe and let it be seen, heard, felt, for that light to be, for that darkness to be transmuted. And a lot of this it's in your body. So whenever you're transmuting, it can be very physical for you. It could be shaking. There's been many times where I have moved through something and like my body's physically shaking. Crying, journaling, writing, anything. Like, that's how we move the energy and we transmute, is by doing something with that energy, letting it move. I am the biggest fan of crying. I think crying is the best thing that we can do. And a lot of times when you are doing this, it's involuntary. It's just going to happen. Like, there's a lot of times where I'm meditating and I just start crying, and it's because that's the energy moving and transmuting, and it's very beneficial for that. So that's kind of my analogy for the dark night of the soul. You get access to your cave, pretty direct access, and then you have to go through your rooms, and nobody else can do that for you. You can go to a therapist and you can talk a lot about it, but unless it's a therapist who is really truly helping you physically move through it, like making sure that you're not just intellectualizing what you're doing. I've sat in a lot of therapy rooms where I was very much intellectualizing myself and not truly feeling anything. So this is a very personal transition where you have to feel everything and you have to move through it. And again, it's totally different for everyone's on their own path, but I just got the call from Source being like, you need to go make this video because there are people who maybe might not know exactly what they're experiencing. 22222 on the timer as I said that. So yeah, and I journaled a lot also, but truly this process is to shed everything you don't need anymore. You are like the caterpillar in the cocoon. You are transforming. You are shedding all of those limited beliefs. You are moving through the traumas that you are now able to feel and move through. I mean, and it can be big things that you're moving through, like essay and things like that, like trigger warning. But just letting you know, like there's going to be there might be big things for you, and I just see it as such a gift because that means I'm ready to finally let that all go. You're truly letting it go. And once you do that it changes how you see the world around you. Like, you change a limited belief into something different, into something more positive, into something, everything's always working out for me. That truly does change your reality. And it might not mean everything changes around you, but the way that you perceive it and the way that you see it changes. And it's freeing. It's for your soul to truly be here for what it wants to be here for. It wants to be here to have fun. And it wants to have fun, and it wants to experience the things it wants to experience without all that junk on top of it, without those filters, without being limited in this experience. Like, we are here, we are eternal, limitless beings, and we only think we're not because we've been told we're not by so-and-so, whoever. But that's not our truth. I mean, that's not my truth. So just I don't want you to be scared of the dark night of the soul. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. It truly is freeing you, and it is really expanding your consciousness. It's your frequency rises. Something I didn't also explain is for me, in my experience, I didn't do it alone. There were guides and angels, and I have beautiful experiences where I am not going through this myself. When my soul woke up, and maybe you resonate with this as well, I had beings show up for me to help me through it. Thought I was crazy at first, but I moved past that, and I really just followed their guidance. Like they were there for me through the things that they needed to help me with. And this is such an evolving time period that, think about all that you are shedding. Like, you're going through these rooms in the cave, and as you do that, you go through a room, even just a little bit, you're changing yourself. You change so much. Through this whole process, I have connected with different beings. I have resonated with different religions and different spiritualities, because over time I'm changing so much inside. And so that changes everything outside of me. And something will resonate with me for a little bit, and then it doesn't resonate with me anymore, because for whatever reason, it just doesn't. Or there's people in my life who I was really connected to, and then I started doing this work, and a lot of people kind of fell out of my life because they didn't resonate with me anymore. And maybe, for example, I had people in my life who were a reflection of me. We're all mirrors for each other. They were a reflection of me, and they really like to gossip and things like that. Well, as you transmute and as you go through the cave rooms, there are things that you stop doing, or you shed the need for those things. And when you shed the need for those types of things, the people that are connected to you because of those things often get shed as well, because you just aren't resonating with them anymore. You're not on the same frequency. You are different people. And so this process is a lot of change in a short amount of time, and that can feel a little unsettling. I'm not going to lie. It can feel a little unsettling, but it's for your greatest and highest good. It's for your freedom. It's for your soul. I would do it again in a heartbeat. So I just wanted to share that of, don't think you're going to do this by yourself. You might have people, you will have the right people show up at the right times. You might have guides, and you might have connections beyond the 3D reality that are helping you. This is for your soul to connect back to source, to know who you are, to know that you are the love and the light, to know that you are limitless, to know that you are here for a purpose, and your soul wants nothing more than to show you what that is. And to know that we don't get to know what that is until it's happening. So this whole process also brings us back to the now moment. And if you were to ask me what the whole point of this process is, I would say to get you back to the present moment. Because when we are running programming in the background that is distracting our mind, that is, you might be in a crowd somewhere and you're thinking, oh, what are people thinking about me? Am I wearing the right outfit? All these things all these insecurities that might be coming up for us, well, that's taking us out of the present moment right now. And so this process is shedding all of those insecurities, it's shedding all of the beliefs that we hold, so that we can just be present, and we can let our life unfold in front of us and be surprised, be excited about what's happening and not being in our mind about it should look this way and I'm disappointed that this happened. Or no, you just get to be here and you get to experience life without all the chatter, and you truly just get to enjoy what is happening right in front of you. And it brings you back to a lot of gratitude and a lot of understanding that you already have everything that you need. A lot of our subconscious is like, we want things to be different and we want to go seek something. Or if I had this, then my life would be good. But through this process, it's very much shedding that to where you know right here, right now is perfect. And I don't need it to be any other way. And so you get back to the present moment, you get back to your 0 point, and it's a beautiful, beautiful experience. So I'm feeling called to say that for this collective of people, you're either like about to start your dark night of the soul, you're already in your dark night of the soul, or you're like right about to be done with it and you just needed this validation of like, that's what I was going through and that's what this process is for. I don't know where you're at in that, but whatever resonates for you is true. But I hope this was helpful. This is a lot of my experience and how it showed up for me. And I know I felt in my soul source being like, go make a video, go tell people about it. I don't make videos, so maybe I do now. Maybe I'm starting. But I just know how important this was. So leave a comment. Let me know if this resonated with you. Let me know if you want to connect on any rooms in your cave. If you need any advice, I'm here for you. And I hope that everything goes well. I send you much love and light. And yeah, I'll talk to you next time, you beautiful soul. Bye.